conspiracy for us at dinner, but Joe made you wait. What was it?
Oh yeah, that's right. What was it?
You want? Well,
which one was it?
What's going to happen?
Oh yeah, you guys, you want to know what's going to
up?
happen? Yeah.
With what?
With in this country.
Okay, yeah, I said that.
You want to hear now?
Yeah.
Tap me in.
We're in the Bolshevik war right now, bro. This gay pride stuff is going away. And the next thing you're going to see are immigration riots.
So we start with that breaking news, calamity and chaos in the city after a second day of ICE raids on undocumented immigrants.
The raids led to more violent clashes between federal agents and protesters, with President Donald Trump now deploying the National Guard, he says, to restore order.
And I'm telling you, they're moving, and this is what's going to be right around 2024 election. Immigration riots, people going nuts, and study the Bolshevik War. It is happening in real time. 100%.
But
I just wanted to get that out to everybody because I'm trying to warn people. This is what's next.
This was a great post somebody posted. Why invade a country when you can just buy its institutions, turn its women against its men, make transvestites of its children, sell the wealth generated by its labor to foreign investors, then introduce a foreign army as refugees and diversity to finish it off? Does that sound familiar? Yeah. Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 12th. It's June. It's 2025. And do you remember what I said about all the illegals being let in? That these guys were going to be used as soldiers. They were going to be used as weapons. They were going to be used as pawns. And now we've got chaos breaking out, not just in LA, but also in Seattle. And this is perfect because this is the ultimate Hegelian dialectic, and people are falling for it. They're buying it. They're doing it to save America, make America great again. Meanwhile, the mainstream media is denying that these are actual riots.
And even those who were out of step with what we are advocating, peaceful protest, did not create any violence. Nobody was shot, nobody was killed. Get it in your head. And so, when martial law is called, what are you going to say? I missed the point. Don't miss the point, you all. Don't think that somehow, because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence. I was on the street. I know. And I went from downtown detention back out into the community, talking to people what happened in Paramount, what happened in Compton, what happened in Inglewood. So, first of all, get it straight. And don't just rely on what you're being told or the few incidents that you saw.
And then half the people that are awake think it's all AI, which is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. I know people that live out there. It's not AI. It's really occurring. This is getting crazy, and this is going to escalate way worse, and I don't see it ever stopping. Do you understand what's going on right now? So many people I see are posting memes. Oh, these are just actors. These are just actors. I'm going to sit back and watch. These actors are going to cause stupid people, which we have an overabundance of in the United States right now, to join in the fun. This is going to get absolutely unbelievable. They didn't put out Leave the World Behind and Civil War 2024 for no reason. Here we go. And understand this. Understand this. This is occurring right now. This is really going down, okay? What else do you need to see? And now it's going to spread all over the country, and then Trump's going to have a parade, which doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense whatsoever at all. It's a good game plan because it's working. It's working. Most people don't even see this for what it is, and people that should be awake don't see this for what it is. So, I don't know. I just put this video up on Jailbreak Overlander, and you should probably watch it. I just made it live a couple of seconds ago. I got every single solitary hand-powered electricity generating device that a human being can buy because, understand this, they're going to knock out the power on us. You see what I'm saying? Everything is going to... we're going to get martial law. We've already got United States Marines on the streets. This is insane. This is bad. We've got troops on the streets right now, and it's already spreading from LA to Seattle into all the other places that are on the anti-kings map. You know, people like George Soros is washed up, dude. We don't even, who cares who's behind it? The elites, the pathetic little parasites that run things are behind this. That's all you need to know. But what else you need to know is this isn't a drill, okay? This is a cancer that's going to spread. And when the country's in complete chaos, our enemies can attack us. Do you see what's happening here? So, call it fair porn, call it whatever you want, but it's just obvious. This is exactly what you would need to do to get done what they need to get done. Agenda 2030. You think this is all coincidental? Meanwhile, the weather is just destroying places that it shouldn't even be in. You see what I'm saying? At any rate. They're just lighting it up, lighting it up. Look at this storms just coming out of nowhere. They're conjuring right now. There's no rain there, and then this is a 15-second loop. Here's some precipitation, here's some precipitation, and then all of a sudden, watch this. Conjuring. Yeah, this is awesome. Things are going to get hectic. Absolutely hectic. More so.
Don't come on my page and say that people should be in this country legally. Don't fucking do it. This is ridiculous. It's inhumane. You are a human being, and don't you dare use Jesus' name or God's name in this and say that this is what he would want and pretend to be a Christian, because you're not. This is pure evil. You are scum of the earth. These are people. These are mothers. These are fathers. These are human beings. And all you care about is where they are geographically. Shame on you. Do better. Be better.
Give her shade.
The same thing. I spoke to about 5 people that live in LA, that work in LA, and they said that these protests were very, very orderly. They weren't violent, and they occurred in about a 4-block radius. And
This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with idiots. We're dealing with lies on national television and idiots that believe those lies that's enabling all this to happen. And meanwhile, remember I used to tell you that AI would be controlling the military? Well, drink this in.
In the military, a kill chain refers to the sequential process of finding, fixing, tracking, targeting, engaging, and assessing a target. And the U.S. military war machine has found that humans are not as willing to kill as much as they'd like them to be. After World War II, studies conducted by Brigadier General S.L.A. Marshall showed that only 20% of U.S. infantrymen fired their weapons at the enemy, even when under direct threat. He attributed this to an innate human resistance to killing. He wrote in his book, Men Against Fire, that the average and healthy individual has such an inner and usually unrealized resistance towards killing a fellow man that, at the vital point, he becomes a conscientious objector. This led to changes in U.S. military training, such as human-shaped silhouette targets and dehumanization of the enemy. In 1996, the psychological cost of learning to kill in war and society by Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman showed that increasing the kill rate in U.S. infantrymen came with psychological costs due to the guilt and trauma of killing. The National Longitudinal Study of Adolescent Health in 2011 showed that soldiers who believed they killed someone in combat were at higher risk of PTSD, depression, and suicidal thoughts. It is for these reasons that the IDF, with the help of the U.S. military and Palantir, have been utilizing artificial intelligence on the battlefield. Destroying an entire building to kill one person may seem extreme for a human, but not for AI. It is admitted that the AI targeting system murders innocent civilians 10% of the time, and AI is not bothered one bit. The Golden Dome that President Trump announced will rely upon AI-driven tracking and interceptors, and lethal autonomous weapons are next. The Bullfrog M2 is an autonomous 50 caliber machine gun developed for the US military. It detects, tracks, identifies, and acquires targets autonomously. Last year, DARPA released footage of artificial intelligence autonomously flying an F-16, the X-62A, against a human-piloted F-16. Known as the founder of Oculus VR, Palmer Luckey is the latest harmless-looking frontman for the military-industrial complex. In 2017, Luckey founded Anduril Industries, a military technology company focused on autonomous military weapons systems.
To be clear, autonomy does not mean remote controlled. Once an autonomous weapon is programmed and given a task, it can use artificial intelligence for surveillance or to identify, select, and engage targets. No operator needed.
It's a scary idea to some people.
It's a scary idea, but I mean, that's the world we live in. I'd say it's a lot scarier, for example, to imagine a weapon system that doesn't have any level of intelligence at all.
In your mind, is it enough just to have all these things as deterrents? Or do they have to be deployed and used?
They have to believe that you can use them.
By the end of this year, Anduril says it will have secured more than $6 billion in government contracts worldwide.
The U.S. Department of Defense has the goal of always having robots, not soldiers, make first contact with the enemy. Robotic systems are being developed to perform everything from surveillance to killing. With an army of autonomous slaughter bots, there is no longer a concern of ethics. If a government wanted to unleash them against their own people, they will have no problem following those orders. Greg Reese reporting. The Reese Report is now fully funded by my Substack subscribers. Subscribe today and support my work at gregreese.substack.com.
Night. And this right here makes absolutely no sense. This is the setup. All of a sudden, Trump is having a military birthday, which has never happened in the United States. Putting heavy duty, M1 Abrams tanks in the streets. Yeah, this is the setup here, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't good. This is how they're going to bring it on home. You know what I mean? Anybody with half a brain would say, we've already got people rioting. Why antagonize them? Well, that's the exact opposite of what they're doing, because they want to antagonize them. They want to make this as bad as humanly possible. This ain't good, man. This ain't good whatsoever at all. And our military track record actually sucks, and I'm ex-military. It hurts to say it, but it's completely true. We didn't win in Afghanistan, and we didn't win in Iraq, and we didn't win in Vietnam. You know what I mean? So I'm just putting that out there because it's a fact. It's just a complete, quantifiable, 100% fact of history. We didn't win those wars, so now we're going to celebrate at this time, right now, with everything that's going on. This is called throwing salt in the wound. Period. Be ready.